Hey, welcome to the conversation. I'm Andy Mason, and you're listening to the Heaven and Business mobile podcast, where we help you navigate the messy intersection of faith, family, and business. Why am I mobile? Because we haven't had power at home for the last 48, longer hours. So I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, and we had a storm over the weekend that, you can see the news on that. In the area that we are, it wasn't just about the snow, it was temperatures sinking severely, so it turned into an ice storm. Now, I want to talk about grumpy or grateful in every situation that you face, either that's happened to you in a situation like this, it's a citywide emergency, or things that are done to you or done around you. You can see that all the time. I've got a choice of what I will focus on and what that would lead to, grumpy or grateful. If I'm going to be grumpy, I got some excuses to be grumpy. That's just going to extend the pain, the difficulty, the adversity, and will delay learning. But if I'm going to be grateful, there's always someone worse off than me. There's always somebody that I can look to help in a situation like this. Then that turns into sincere gratitude, turns into a heart that's open. You start to see the good in everything, and you actually accelerate learning of what you can gain in this. And then you position yourself, God turns all things for good, and you start to see that and experience that much quicker. Doesn't mean it's not cold, but it does mean it's easier. So I'm sitting here in the car. We're actually at the YMCA. I'm waiting on updates from Nashville Electric Service of when they're going to turn our power back on. I don't know. I've got to let the neighbors know as well, because they've gone to stay with friends. We didn't stay with friends. We chose to embrace the adventure, put extra duvets on the bed. Just so you know, it's 22 degrees now, feels like 14. If you're in other parts of the world, that's minus 6 degrees Celsius at about 9 a.m. in the morning. And it got a lot colder than that overnight. And with no power for a couple of days, it gets cold. We've kept the taps going because you've got to keep run the water or everything will freeze. And it's really interesting. In California, where we had power cuts frequently, we had a generator, we had gas hobs, so we could cook regardless of what the power was doing. And it was pretty well set up in a fireplace. Here in Nashville, we have none of that. We don't have any of that. So what we have done, we've got a back deck with a barbecue, and we have literally been cooking hot water and everything on the barbecue. And then we've got friends 5 minutes around the corner. So we drove around yesterday quietly, carefully, safely. Mum, we didn't go out too dangerously. And we got to have a shower with Paul and Mary in their home because they have electricity. Massive difference. So it's super interesting. What's amazing is it's so much easier when there's light. Otherwise, it's all by candle. And you learn a ton in the process like this, and the value of hot water. So we've got a barbecue that you turn the knobs and then you turn it on, obviously. Cook hot water, you can do whatever you want. I have managed to burn things on there, burn my wife's cheese sandwich, but hey, I'm grateful to get in the situation that we are. It was really interesting. The knobs froze, so I couldn't even turn the barbecue on. So I had to use a little fire starter thing to actually heat up around that to get it to open so that I could get the gas flowing, so that I could get lighting on. I can laugh about it. It was fun. It was certainly fun to get it going. But what am I doing in the middle of this, and how do you even stay grateful? Well, here's a couple of things. One, I was focused in the middle of this on Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd. I always have more than enough. He makes me lie down in green pastures. It's white at the moment. He leads me beside still waters. Well, how's that going to happen right now? It's ice. It's frozen. You can't move anywhere. Well, yeah. He causes my cup to overflow. I was looking up that phrase, my cup overflows. Literally, it means in a Middle Eastern culture, you're going in, sitting down and having a meal with somebody, and you've got a cup. You're having a drink of water or maybe something else. If they continually refill your cup, it means that that's your cup overflowing. It means it's safe, you belong, and we want you to stay. If they let your cup run dry or empty, it's time for you to leave. You're no longer welcome, or it's not safe for you here. And obviously there's everything in between. What's the point? My cup overflows. I belong. I'm safe here. I'm wanted. This is where I belong. And what does that look like? We've had Paul and Mary call up. We've had Jim call up. We've had Mike call up, all three saying, hey, you got no power? Are you okay? What's going on? Come and stay with us. We've got hot water. We've got food. You can come and camp out in our basement as long as it takes. That is my cup overflowing. I have got friends like that. We call the neighbors. Robin, Jimmy, our neighbor beside us, just checking in how they're doing. You doing okay? They're checking on us. What is it? That's my cup overflows. Grumpy or grateful. I could be grumpy. I can't get as much work done. We're delayed on schedule. There's all these things that haven't been able to happen. I'm cold. My brain doesn't work as fast. I sleep with my clothes on and a beanie on my head because it's so cold and my head gets brain freeze just by being in bed overnight. Or I can be grateful. I get to go on this crazy adventure and do this and create memories with my wife. And at any moment, we can hop in the car and go somewhere nice and warm. Well, we do. We go and sit in the car, back out, charge our phone, charge our computer in the car with these. Oh my gosh, we've got a RAV4 hybrid and it's got heated seats. Oh boy, those heated seats are beautiful. Thank you, Toyota. What's the point? Grumpy or grateful? What am I going to do in the middle of all of these things? I get to have conversations with people. I get to encourage people. I get texts from people around the world because of connection. My cup overflows. Then I can reach out to those that are less off than me. God, thank you that we've got the resources to pay for a hotel if we needed to pay for a hotel. I got gas in my car. I got food in my cupboard. I am bummed that the ice cream has been melting. Like in the middle of everything's frozen outside, our freezer is not working, and the ice cream is melted, I had to throw it away. That's just the epitome of lack. Grumpy or grateful? Jesus, thank you that we're warm, that we're healthy, that we're whole, that I got lots of clothes, that I can afford to have a wonderful house. Father, thank you that I got people around me that would reach out, that love me, that want me to stay, that want us to come on over, prepared to cook for us, that have good coffee. Father, thank you that I have access to all of these things. And then to start to pray for those that are less off. Lord, keep them, protect them. May people encounter you in the middle of emergencies, whether that's a physical emergency like what we're walking through, whether that's a relational crisis or a financial crisis. Lord, I pray that you would lead them to a place where their cup would overflow, that have people around them that say, you belong, you're safe, you can stay here. I bless you with that. I pray that just encourages you, whatever you're going through right now. Choose, are you going to be grumpy and highlight and dwell on the things that are not working, or are you going to be grateful? Even in the midst of pain, difficulty, adversity, there is beauty. If I look around me right now, there are these trees that are covered in ice. So a branch that's circled with like a sheath of ice all around. It's stunning. And then we've got clear blue sky, sun is shining right now. If I step outside, it's still 22 degrees, but on the inside of the car I can go and take photos. It looks absolutely stunning with the light shining on these trees that are just sparkling with ice. So it's destructive and beautiful at the same time. It is cold and it's stunning adventure at the same time. There's this messy middle that we get to operate in. And I can choose in the middle of that. You can choose whether I'll be grumpy or grateful. I encourage you, choose grateful. Just pause right now and think in the middle of whatever you're going through, who can you reach out and just that's going in a worse situation than you, that you can say, hey, thinking of you, praying for you. Reach out, just encourage somebody. And then take a moment. What are you grateful in the middle of this? What could you learn right now that you could never otherwise have learned? I got friends who love me. I got friends in cold places. It's really, really cool. So have a wonderful, wonderful week. And no doubt we'll be back fully alive and functioning next week, maybe with snow, maybe with not. But but I'm just going to choose to be grateful.